Hello everybody, I'm Thomas and this is Homesteading Bartram style. Today we're going to take a quick look at the OppsDecor 56 model incubator settings directly and quickly go through the settings and some of the things that you may encounter with this unit. I've had a couple different requests for information and I figured why not send you a video to help out. This unit is fairly simple to control. What you're looking at is the control panel on it. Over here, this setting is the actual timer for the egg turner. It turns the eggs every 2 hours. This is your temperature reading. 37.9 degrees Celsius on this one right now. I've got it set for 38. Down here tells me that the heater is on. This is the day. It shows the days that it's been in there cooking the eggs, so to speak. Over here is the humidity is normally set somewhere in the 45 to 48 range for the first few days of the incubation. Now this is where most people have an issue. When you first set up your incubator, it takes a while for it to normalize the humidity as well as the temperature. The humidity is what will cause the alarm a lot of the times to go off. Now I change my humidity setting to 35% for the alarm, and the reason being, I'm in here every day, all the time. I check on them constantly to make sure that there's no issues. When you first set your eggs, you're going to notice that your humidity goes down quite a bit. The reason is those eggs are soaking up that humidity. It takes time for it to normalize. Now these eggs that are in this incubator right now have only been in there for a little less than 24 hours and the humidity is still fluctuating. We will go through these settings fairly quick. If you press the set button, that's this top one time, your temperature changes. It starts flashing. If you don't do anything, it will basically quit and bails out of the set menu for it. So if we push the set button one time, we change our active temperature in the unit, and then you have to press the set button again to make the changes permanent. Now, when I say permanent for the unit, what I mean is permanent for the unit as long as you're running it. You can change it at any point in time thereafter as well. Now, where some people get mixed up is the documentation for this isn't real clear about the other settings. Now if we hold the set button for 3 seconds, we get AL. We can scroll through these and they're just different ones. AL is for the alarm setting for the temperature for the low setting. AH is the alarm setting for the above the high temperature. AS is the alarm setting for the humidity. To go through these, the AL is for the temperature alarm factory setting for 1 degree Celsius below set temperature. Now the set temperature is the one that we did at the very beginning there, and then it's factory set at 1 degree Celsius below. Now the AH is set 1 degree Celsius above that, and what that is the high temperature alarm. So those is your high and low temperature alarms. Most people don't ever have to bother with changing those. Now if we go on to the next setting, the one that a lot of people get annoyed by in the very beginning, which is the humidity alarm setting. The humidity alarm setting is AS. We press set once and you see mine is set to 35. We can change it up, down, and actually I'm going to set mine back up to there, 40, and we press the set button. Now if you want to confirm that, you basically go back in, go back, hit it, and boom. There you go. Hit the set button again, you're out of it. Now that's the humidity. The calibration sensor reading. This is for the temperature. Say you've went ahead and used one of these, human digital thermometer, to test your temperature. You want it to be about 100 degrees in there or pretty close. What you're going to do is there's a little hole on the back side to fill the water. Put your thermometer through there and point it upwards towards your eggs. Check the temperature. Your temperature probe is the one right here in the front, by the way. You want it set all the way down, as low as you can, toward your eggs, so that it stays at the right temperature. Now, the way that you deal with this is you use one of these human thermometers. You check your temperature, and you make sure that it's up to proper temp right here, the 38 degrees Celsius. You check your temperature and say that it's way, way off. We're saying 2 degrees, 3 degrees Celsius. What you do is go in here and you can change the calibrating temperature sensor reading. And what happens is you can change it and it will calibrate it basically based upon what you're finding out with a very good quality outside thermometer, so to speak. And you can change it by the same method. Go here, and we go up to CA. And right now, mine's set to 0 degrees Celsius, 0.0. And the reason being is this unit is perfectly adjusted. From factory, it came out perfect. Didn't have to change it at all. So keep that in mind. You can change it instead of having to guess at where the settings need to be. You go in, you test it in the very beginning before you ever set eggs. You go in there, you make your change depending upon what your human thermometer tells you, and basically you can set that way. Now, the last ones that we'll go through here, HS and LS. Those are the temperature upper and lower limit set. Basically, those are to set the limit of the setting range of the desired temperature setting, incubation temperature adjustment. I don't use them specifically, but you can change this if you wanted to make sure that somebody didn't monkey with the settings on you and crank it way too high and bake your eggs. You could change this till it won't go above a certain number on the actual temperature setting. Most people don't have to mess with this in most settings. It's factory set to a certain degree. You don't have to worry about it. Those are the most important settings that you're going to find to deal with. Now, again, just to show you, you press the set button once, and this is your set temperature. You change it, and you hit the set button again to confirm it. Press it 3 seconds or about. You go into one of these, press the set button, you change it to what you want it to be again, press set, and that confirms it. Other than that, there's no settings that you have to worry about. Now, if you look at my setup, what I did to help mine and to help me get past the keeping it stabilized as far as the temperature is concerned, I took the packing material that the unit came in. As you see, I left it set in the bottom, styrofoam, and I just cut the front off of the top piece and set it down over top of it. And on the top, you'll see it comes off real easy compared to when I purchased. I took the corners out so it just sits down over top of it, real simple in there. Takes a couple minutes to take care of shaving that foam off, but I'll tell you what, the unit stays perfect 99.5% of the time. I don't get an alarm unless there's a real alarm situation. Go in, set that setting for your humidity if you need to. Remember, eggs, when you're putting them in there in the very beginning, they're going to soak up that moisture quite a bit. And you've got 2 channels in there for your water. The outside channel is the one that you use normally to put water through the little hole. Put it in there slow or it will go over into the other one. And always make sure you use scalding hot water when you put it in there, because if you don't, it'll lower your temperature and it takes a long time for it to come back up where it belongs. And that will help you quite a bit in your endeavors to incubate eggs. Now, if you like this video, y'all, hit that like button for me, and if you enjoyed the video, consider becoming a subscriber if you haven't already. We put videos out like this all the time to help everybody that we can, as well as all of our homestead type videos that we do. Y'all have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next one.